All right. Grab the popcorn, grab the slop, whatever slop you have on deck. I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm just going to talk. It's not all bad. I do, currently have people coming into my life. Of course, men, by the way, no women, they ain't. It's a done deal. I don't think it's ever been this over. I'm slipping up, pretty bad. I've been going to the strip club too much. It's become like a habit, with the band kid and some other kids from my high school. That's probably the only good thing, whoever, I know the past few months and for just years on end, usually, I'll spend, periods of just isolation, not because it's not because it's a choice, but because it's what else am I doing? I don't have anyone in my life, but people are starting to come around, and I don't know, just months of, working on yourself, improving yourself, and just sitting at home, repeating the same day. It'll drive you insane. Whoever tells you oh, bro, find peace and happiness in yourself by being alone. They are the biggest copers in the world. Nothing beats, social interaction. I mean, humans are social creatures. You are coping so hard if you think oh, just isolate yourself and improve, bro. It's just, cool. In my case, for the past, 4 years, man, it's just been rough with just constant weight gain and weight loss. Just the absolute slop. And I did that to myself, so I had to lose it all. And I'm glad I did. I just hope, because I've been drinking so much, again recently, and not even, anything low calorie. I've been drinking the absolutely brutally slopped, twisted teas and some hard liquor, but that's, twisted teas, they're okay. I should just buy the light ones. But either way, they're still beyond brutally slopped, especially because I don't drink 3 or 4 of them. I'll drink the whole 12 pack. So I hope I don't gain it. If I gain it all back, dude, that's, come on. So I have to take a break, from all this. It's just messing with my head. And I've learned a lot. I actually have learned a lot, over the past few weeks. And, man, it's just, I don't know, just the whole, just everything. It's just so brutal. Even last night, my brain kind of overloaded of just the sheer brutality of just, the current world, just, it sucks. Everything sucks. I kind of realized this, family is dead, and I know I'm not the only one, because, again, I've been hanging out with some kids from high school, and, the band kid, and they're all going through the exact same, it's just identical, all they really want is a nice woman in their life, a family, and we all seem to be fucked in the head, and just miserable. Speaking of that, I did go to the strip club last night, which was beyond brutal, by the way. Oh my God. I don't know. I've just been slipping up. But either way, there's the past, I don't know, let's see. That's the thing, I get so drunk and do the same shit that the days kind of blend together as one, Of course I don't, forget everything, which is surprising, but it's just brutal. I'm just thinking about life in general. What I wanted to say was, I'm just getting off track. I don't know, I got too much on my mind. I really do. But the girl, the one that I got her number however the fuck long ago, the one that, my friend Wingman, I don't know, she sent me a picture of her boobs. I still don't know why, but she blocked me. She blocked me randomly. I was originally going to record this video yesterday, but again, like I said, for the billionth time, I ended up going to the strip club again last night. And guess what? She was there. You know, the fanny pack girl, her, the one that blocked me. And fuck, it was so cringe. I'm like, and she's like kind of an awkward person to begin with, like she just has like this awkwardness about her. She's this really short white girl with bangs, and it was just so cringe. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I asked her, I was like, can I ask you a question? She goes, sure, what? I was like, why'd you block me? And she goes, I got a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, I got a boyfriend, and he made me block you, which I doubt it. You gotta understand, guys, all these women, are liars there. Like, I can't, and even in general, like, I can't trust a single person. Everything people tell me, I do not believe it. Like, I got this, like, weird, like, thing in the back of my mind that, like, people they're just bullshitting me. And they are, these, the dancers, they lie. I mean, I've pretty much caught all of them in lies and shit. I'll get to that in a minute, which is, like, kind of funny, but yeah, she's like, she made her Chad boyfriend block me, and because I remember telling the band kid about this. I'm like, oh, dude, the girl that sent me the boobs, she fucking blocked me, and I told him after, I'm like, she got a boyfriend, and he like said some joke, like it was like some like red pilled quote, like, oh, she's not yours, just wait your turn, bro. He like said something like that, like, and I was like, dude, that's so brutal, man. Like, it just seems like nowadays, like women, especially like younger women, they have like so many boyfriends. Like, they change boyfriends more than I change underwear. Like, I'm telling you, which doesn't really make any sense because, you look at the data, 63% of men my age are single. It's like, I don't know, that just doesn't make, much sense to me. And of course, like, I know it's probably true because, Jesus Christ, the people I've been hanging out with and the guys I know, it's all the same. They've either never had girlfriends or they got lucky, got one in high school, and then it's been over for the last, couple of years. And I don't know, it just sucks. And they're always on their phones too, like always. So I don't know. It just seems like I'm just kind of tired of, like, playing games, and it's just like so cringe. Because the thing is, right, I have self-awareness to, understand I'm not good looking, right? So I don't even really bother to, like, flirt with women because they're probably just gonna fucking laugh at me, right? It's like the same thing when it comes to texting. It's like I don't even know what to do. I kind of wish I was clueless again, just so I could, say like cringy shit. That's why, like, I get so, like, mad at myself when I drink, because I end up, like, making jokes and, like, flirting with all these women like an idiot, because, like, I guess the self-awareness just flies out the window and you just swallow the most fucking massive blue pill in the world. So, like, I don't know, I've said some stupid shit, but I don't know, I'm just tired of getting ghosted. That's because it's like, guys, I'm telling you, they are always on their phones. It's just like they're glued to those fucking things. And it's like, it's just, I don't know, they'll give you numbers out of pity. I'm not saying, like, of course you're probably thinking, like, oh, well, obviously, they're strippers and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just talking about my life in general when it comes to, like, texting women. Like, it's never worked. I don't know what to do. I have no idea, I don't even, like, like I said, the whole flirting thing is, like, pretty done, because it's like, it's just going to be so cringe. Then they'll probably be like, texting their friend, oh my God, look at this kid flirting with me, he's so ugly, oh my God. I don't know, it's just, your self-esteem goes in the shitter, when you're not good looking. And, yeah, I don't know, I'm just tired of it, Kind of realized, recently too, I've always kind of, known this, but it's not really even about, like, like losing my virginity and shit. Like, I just want, like, someone to love me and shit, you know what I mean? Like, someone who, like, won't cheat on me, who, I know it sounds, like, super corny, but yeah, who's, like, there for me, who loves me and shit, like, who I can be, like, intimate with. It just seems like that's dead too, like, romance is dead. Like, beyond dead. it's just sad. It really does sadden me, you know, knowing that, like, it's just brutal. And especially, you know, talking to these kids that I went to high school with, fucking every single one, the ones that did have girlfriends, they all cheated on them. Not the dudes, like the girls cheated on like them, and they lost their fucking minds over it, you know, and it broke them, which kind of made me glad, you know, I've been single, you know, my whole life. But still, I don't know what to do. It's just very sad, you know. But yeah, either way, she blocked me, and oh yeah, my boyfriend made me block you. Okay. I mean, yeah, it was a little awkward, but it is what it is. But yeah, that was that. We did end up going last night to the strip club. And it's funny because, like, it wasn't even planned. It was, like, all spontaneous. Like, you know, before I even left, my mom was like, please don't drink. Don't go to the strip club. Please don't do it. Don't. And I'm like, you know, it's just, like, it's a Tuesday night. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm just going to chill out with him and we're going to figure it out. And I get in the car and he goes, you know, we're like, what do you want to do? And he was like, strip club? And I was like, all right, fuck it. And we ended up going. And yeah, that's when I saw, you know, the girl and all that. But it was so brutal because, yeah, there's like really nobody there. And there are these two Cuban women who, you know, I guess they you know, waited for us to get drunk. They're probably thinking in their heads like, oh, let's wait for these two subhumans to get fucked up so we can, you know, scam their money. But like, you know, I brought a 12-pack of absolutely brutally slopped twisted teas, and you know, beforehand I was drinking a tiny bit. I had like, I don't know, 3 shots of Fireball, like 3 little tiny ones, like the shooters. And you don't want to do that, by the way, you know, because I mean, I've been doing that way too much, drinking like either a half a bottle or a bottle of something and then going somewhere and then drinking more. It doesn't really end well. It really doesn't. I gotta really not do that. But I didn't really, you know, do it that you know, last night. But I did absolutely hog down those twisted teas like they were water. You know, I seriously, guys, like I drank them so quick, and I got like pretty drunk, like pretty quick from them, you know, just like brutally slurping and hogging them down. You know, I had 2 in my mouth at once, just like fucking gargling them like fucking Listerine. And yeah, just, I don't know, I just got pretty drunk. And that's when, you know, so there's only one dancer, there's this one Cuban woman, and there's another one just like on her fucking phone, texting, blah, 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 waited for my drunk ass to get drunk. You know, sat next to me, and they both suggested we get a dual lap dance, you know, me and the band kid. And, you know, she's like, oh, come. And I'm like, nah, you know, I'm okay. Not right now. I'm not. And she's like, come. You know, she's like grabbing my arm, and I was like, fuck it. You know, whatever, dude. Like, I just, got pressured into it because, you know, I was drinking, and I was like, fuck it. So the band kid was sitting next to me. It wasn't really like awkward at all. He was like sitting next to me, you know, getting his lap dance from like one of the women. And then it's so brutal. I'm not even gonna, it's, oh my God, it's actually so bad. So like I was saying, you know, I feel like the people there, like, you can't trust them. They're bullshitting, they're lying to you. And this woman lied about her age. Like, she told me she was 27. It was actually kind of believable, though, which is the weird part. And then finally, you know, after she gives me the lap dance, which, I mean, that shit was brutal in itself because, you know, I had whiskey dick and I couldn't, you know, they couldn't get up all the way. And she grabbed my pants, and because, you know, they speak Spanish, they're Cuban, and she, you know, looked at her friend and grabbed it and just started laughing and saying something in Spanish. I don't know what the hell she was saying. But, I mean, you know, like, I'm not packing, you know, either way, and it just made it even more brutal. And I'm like, oh shit, it was just like, so, I don't know, it was just brutal as fuck. And you know, afterwards, you know, she just sat down next to me. That's when she told me she was 39 years old, and she has and get this shit, she's got a 22-year-old son. Hang on one sec. Let's give a Lord's Prayer real quick. Hold on for this kid. Dear Saint Hamoudi, please help this kid out and guide his hairline in the right direction so it doesn't fly off of his head from the stress. And hopefully he doesn't get brutally bullied the rest of his life because his mom is a stripper. And may you feed all the starving children with the slop. Amen. All right, so either way, a year younger than me, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And I noticed she had a wedding ring, and I pointed to it. I'm like, what's that? You know, like, what the fuck is that? She was like, oh, I'm married. And I was like, what are you doing here? And she goes, oh, I'm faithful. Don't worry. I'm working. And I shit you not, like in the same fucking sentence, like practically, like 5 seconds later, she goes, I want to fuck your friend. And I was like, oh my God, dude, it's over for your husband and your son. Like, that's just, it was just so, I don't know why it like depressed me so bad. I'm like, this is just like so brutal. And, you know, that was that. We're just chilling there for a while. And that's when, you know, the Dominican stripper, the one that, you know, I talked about, I don't know, a couple videos ago, which, this is where I'm slipping, which I'm beyond slipping. Trust me, it gets worse. It does. But yeah, this is where I screwed up pretty bad. She grew on me, of course, you know. I was trying to think too, like, who does she look like? She kind of looks like Cardi B. You know, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, like, what? Who could I like compare her to? She kind of looks like a Cardi B clone. And I wouldn't doubt that she would do exactly what Cardi B did. You know, if you don't know, Cardi B is a rapper, female rapper. She used to be a dancer and she used to rob men. She seems like the type of person to do that. I couldn't have like screwed up this bad too. It just, oh my God. I basically can't get a lap dance from any of the other strippers. I poisoned the well horribly. She literally, guys, I guess she like knew. I don't remember how she knew, but she did. And, you know, she pulled me in the back and she's like, who'd you get a lap dance from? I'm like, nobody. And, you know, she grabbed my meat. She twisted. Guys, I heard it. It hurt so bad. Not hurted. What the fuck? It hurt so bad. Like, she twisted it. Oh, my God, it hurt. And I'm like, nobody. And she's like, if you're lying to me, she was like, gonna go and find out and, like, ask people. She's like, if you're lying to me, I'm gonna come back and rip your fucking head off. And I was like, oh, shit. It's just so over. I screwed up so bad. But yeah, she's like, I'm going to rip your fucking head off and cut your dick off with scissors. And I was like, oh, shit. And she's like, oh, you're my strip club boyfriend. She kept saying that. I'm like, no, you're not. And then she got all mad. She's like, yes, you are. And I told Wingman this shit, and he's like, dude, like, she's so gross, dude. Like, because he knows, he goes there a lot too. If he's not like, you know, in his frat, like, he goes there a lot, and he knows who she is, and he's like, dude, you fucked up terribly. It's over. It's like, it's actually over for you. And it gets worse. It does, because you know, Friday was the day that I had my first kiss. Yep. So basically Friday, right? So I was gonna go to the strip club with the band kid and this other kid from my high school. He's some Russian kid, and he wanted to get fucking plastered, like really, really drunk. And I guess, I don't know, I kind of forget that people, they don't and they can't drink like me. So he ended up just, I don't know what the fuck. He only had like a couple shots and he got like so drunk, like so quick, because I guess he drank so fast. But I did too. I don't know. And I finished the whole bottle. Guys, we had to stop at 3 liquor stores because I didn't think that, you know, I'd have enough, you know, for myself. And I mean, still I drank it all. So I guess, I don't know, I guess it worked out. You know, didn't leave anything behind. But, you know, he started throwing up and, like, he got, like, so fucked up, he, like, couldn't even walk. And he's like, yeah, I gotta go home. He didn't even make it there. And the Russian kid, you know, he's never been to a strip club before. And I was like, you know, fuck it, let's go. And, you know, I don't really remember much. I was in a complete, I mean, complete blackout. Like, I don't think I've ever been this drunk in my fucking life, guys. Like, I really don't. Like, I seriously don't. And the crazy part about it is that, you know, I woke up the next day still drunk. Like, I was still drunk for like pretty much the whole entire day. Like, it just didn't wear off. And I also pissed my bed. I thought that was fucking hilarious, by the way. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that shit was so funny. But I don't know. It just didn't wear off for a long time. And either way, you know, I don't really remember much. I remember, you know, the Dominican, you know, the Cardi B clone, the one that's, you know, grew on me. She just, you know, sits on my lap the whole fucking night and just talking about God knows what. Because like I said, I actually don't. That's like the only night I really don't remember, except I remember, you know, she gave me a lap dance, and I remember saying, kiss me, and she did. But it was only like I barely fucking remember it. It was like a peck kiss. Like, it was just like a quick one. And I remember saying too, I was like, what the fuck was that? And then, like, give me another one. And she did. I don't know, just like 2 quick kisses. And while I was like black, I probably smelled like absolute fucking donkey slug shit, guys. Like, I don't know what the fuck. But I do remember too, she always wants me to go to that fucking VIP room for $300, and she always says, I want to get nasty with you. I want to get nasty with you, Poppy. I want to get nasty. And I went to the ATM, you know, because guys, I was so fucking drunk. It sounded like the best idea. Honestly, so basically, yeah, my card declined. Both my cards declined because I'm poor. Thank God. I feel like that's a fucking miracle. I actually think that's a fucking miracle, because God knows what would have happened. Yeah, my card declined, thank God. And then I remember, like, at the ATM, like, I kept like stumbling, and she kept having to, you know, like, like, just hold me, because I just couldn't stand, you know. And then I think one of the bouncers was like, you know, you're too drunk, you should go. And I was like, okay. And, you know, I remember like stumbling out, and they were like, whoa, buddy, whoa, you're good. And they were like so worried about me driving. And keep in mind, the Russian kid, he only got 1 lap dance and left. And he was just in the parking lot smoking weed, like, for maybe like an hour or 2, however long I was in there for. And yeah, I just couldn't walk. And I remember one of the bouncers was like, oh, you know, you're not driving. Yeah, I got in his car, and, you know, he followed me to the car. And he's like, okay, good. You know, I didn't want him to drive, you know, thank you for, you know, he's really drunk. And then, yeah, you know, came home. God, that's just, I don't know, man. I feel like my card declining was a fucking blessing in disguise a little bit. Because it's like, you know, when you get on the level of whatever, I mean, I tried Googling it, like, you know, you type in like the amount of drinks and shit and your body weight to see like what your blood alcohol levels are. It said it was supposed to be like a 0.72, but I call fucking bullshit on that. But I mean, I don't know. I typed it in, it said that's what my blood alcohol level should have been. But there's no way. Like, I don't know, I'd probably be dead. I don't know. But when you get on a level that, you know, you're that drunk, you think everything's such a good idea. But yeah, I had my first kiss to a stripper, a Cardi B clone, the Dominican one. And she kind of underestimates the blackout too. I mean, she doxed her Instagram, like, thinking I wouldn't fucking notice it. Like, she was trying to like hide her phone, and I was like so drunk. And I think it was that night too. I kept telling myself to not forget the @ and yeah, I don't know, I just found a bunch of shit like about her, and yeah. But the next day, it was so funny, because the next day I told her, I'm like, because right after that fucking shit, you know, I went back again right after that, and of course got like, I didn't get too drunk because I just couldn't, you know. I was like a tiny bit nauseous, surprisingly. I don't even know, like, I don't know, I didn't throw up, I didn't have a headache, I just literally woke up drunk still with a soaked bed. I was like, oh shit, man, and just like went about the day. But yeah, went again. And I remember saying, I'm like, do you remember how fucking drunk I was? Oh, and that's another thing. One of the strippers came up to me and she said, like, were you on fentanyl or something last night? And I was like, what? She was like, she said you were lit. That's so cringe, the term lit. She's like, you were lit. You were so lit last night. She's like, what were you on? Were you on like fentanyl or something? I'm like, no, I was just drunk. But the Cardi B clone, the Dominican stripper, was like, I didn't think you were drunk. You were drunk, really? And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, I don't know, man. That was just weird. I don't know. I can't believe, and I barely remember it too, you know. I had my first kiss to a stripper. Hopefully I don't have like herpes or something. Kind of reminds me of that South Park episode where Kenny like I might use that as the thumbnail, where he gets herpes and like Cartman tells him he's gonna die from it or something, and then like he ends up dying because like he's like, oh, a girl's mouth is filthy, and then like he dies from it. And that's like supposed to be the whole joke. But yeah, I don't know. I just remember the next day, like, her friend, which her too, she lied about her name twice. I found her fucking Instagram too. And even yesterday, I remember telling the Dominican stripper, I'm like, I told her friend's real name, and she's like, how the fuck do you know that? She's like, who told you that? She kind of got like freaked out over it, and I'm like, I just know things. Like, I just know things. And I don't know, she finally told me her real name, which, I mean, it was in her Instagram. It just seemed like a fake. She did the same shit. She told me 2 fake names before she told me her real name. I was like, why do you do that? And she's like, there's lots of creepy Indian men here. And that's actually what came out of her fucking mouth. And I was like, dude, that's fucking brutal. And she's like, that's why I don't, you know, give out my name. She's like, don't tell anybody. I was like, all right, whatever. Who the fuck am I gonna tell? My right hand? I don't know. But either way, her friend, she's my age. You know, she's 23. I think she's lying about that too. I mean, I'll find out. Like, I can find out anything. I got fucking time on my hands. I can find out how old she really is if I really wanted to. Because I already found out her real name. But yeah, she was there before the Dominican one, and, you know, she gave me like a long ass lap dance and all this shit. And she wanted me to buy her fucking chicken fingers, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, it's just like stupid. She's like, can you give me $20 so I can DoorDash chicken fingers here? I'm like, you don't need that fucking slop shit. Then like one of the fanny pack girls came over, and she was like, she's starving, look how skinny she is. I'm like, no, she's not. I kind of feel bad for saying that, but it just slipped out of my mouth, because she's not, you know, but she's not like obese, you know what I mean? She's just, I don't know, I think she went under the knife, because like her ass is so big that like if she sat on my fucking head, it would explode. Like it, and her lips seem like she has like injections in them. I don't know. She's not bad looking at all. Like, I think she's really, really hot. I wish I, you know, had that one instead, but nah, it is what it is. And she's like actually normal to talk to. But yeah, I don't know, I've been slipping up so bad, you know, just going to strip clubs and shit too much. And I even told the kid yesterday, I'm like, you know, we gotta do something productive, man. Like, we gotta stop going here. And he agreed. He's like, yeah. With that being said, we're probably going to go Friday, and then that's it. But either way. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's another thing tonight. He told me, he's like, he's going to be with his band. He wants me to show up and play drums, which I absolutely fucking blow cock at drums. So, I mean, I haven't played in years. So hopefully that will turn out okay. I don't know. But I don't know what the fuck. It's like whenever I start drinking, like I say the most like stupid, outrageous shit. Like the peak Jester maxing was just, I mean, God, like off the charts. Personality doesn't mean shit, by the way. It really doesn't. Like, being funny, it actually does not matter. The amount of times, I don't know if they're, like, laughing out of, like, because people laugh, like, you gotta understand, like, people laugh for various reasons. You know, every emotion, like, there could always be, like, an alternative emotion behind it, if that makes sense. And I'm telling you, like, this fucking girl, man, like, everything I would say, she would just, like, fucking laugh her ass off. She's like, oh, you're so funny, you're so funny. Yeah, whatever. I remember she thought the average dick size was 7 inches. I was like, I forgot how we were talking, but she was giving me a lap dance, and that came up, and, you know, I told her that, you know, the average, like, what do you think it is? And she goes, like, oh, 7 inches. I'm like, yep, I'm fucked. But, I don't know, I'm just, like, talking to her about the most stupid shit. It's brutal, too, because, like, they both know I'm a virgin, right? And, like, it's, oh, my God, I slip, like, I don't know what the fuck, I literally talk exactly how I do in my videos, like, to these women. Like, identical, probably even worse. And it's just, I don't know, it's just peak jester maxing. And I even thought about it, you know, like, getting really drunk and, like, taking one of them or both of them and, you know, going to the car and just live streaming it, just fucking jester maxing my ass off. I think that would be absolutely fucking hilarious. That would be the funniest shit in the world to me. You know, and I was thinking about it, like, fuck yeah, I really want, I've been thinking about it for the past few weeks, actually, you know, taking one of them and just live streaming it. But, I don't know. I'm just fucking sad. I mean, I'm glad I get to, like, play drums. Hopefully I don't suck too much fucking cock. But yeah, it's just a done deal at this point. Like, I know I'm gonna be single for fucking God knows how long. But I really fucked up with that Dominican stripper. Oh, you're my what'd you say? Oh, strip club boyfriend. You're my strip club boyfriend. She was gonna give me her number so I could text her when I'm coming there. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that shit again. Also, that fucking solar eclipse was the most soy shit in the world. They overhyped the living fuck out of that. So yeah, I'm sure I'm missing a lot. I could talk about a lot of shit. I just gotta, like, think about it. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for now. You know, maybe, I don't know, I gotta not go again, because then I'm gonna have to, you know, worry about her ripping my fucking head off if I talk to any of the other strippers. That is so cucked. It is so over for me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just dug myself a fucking grave. My parents are disappointed. I don't know. My life is over. I never stood a chance anyway. I was shat out the womb, and it was fucking over from the start. I still can't believe I kissed her. You know, I don't know, was that a win? 2 little small kisses, and I don't remember it that well. I mean, fuck, why couldn't I have at least kissed her friend? 'Cause she was like, I don't know, but her lips were fucking massive. She probably would have, like, fucking, I don't even know what. I'm surprised she could even talk. Because they're like 2 fucking big gummy worms, like, taped together. Like, I'm surprised it's, like, not, like, just fucking mumbo jumbo, like. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for now.